This is another iRaw podcast.
Welcome to Wildly Unplug, sharing stories of nature, conservation, and creativity. Discover what develops when you unplug and step outdoors. Hello, welcome to Wildly Unplug. I'm Lauren, an artist, storyteller, and creator behind Wild Development Studio. I'm on a mission to help people reconnect with nature through art, creativity, and real, honest stories. Right now, I'm in the middle of a personal project called the 1000 Rejections Challenge, or as I like to call it, Wildly Rejected, Becoming the Bison. The idea is simple but uncomfortable. Put myself out there as much as possible, submitting my art, pitching collaborations, applying for opportunities, reaching out to guests, and aim for 1,000 rejections. Not because I want to fail, but because I want to stop holding myself back. It's about building resistance, taking bigger creative risks, and proving that the only guaranteed no is the one that you never ask for. And along the way, something unexpected is happening. Yeses are also showing up. Now, I just came back from the dentist getting a cavity filled, and I want to finish recording this before the novocain wears off. So, anyway, this might be a little chaotic, and I just know I won't want to do anything for the rest of the day once this wears off. Also, real quick, about the cover photo for the podcast. Those are not delicious cookies. Those are burnt potato chips. And honestly, it feels very accurate representation of where I'm going right now, because lately, thanks to this challenge, I've been trying things, all sorts of things. And not everything makes it to the score sheet, quote unquote score sheet. Should I even call it a score sheet? It's not really a game, but you get the drift. I don't track every single little thing like a recipe that I make. But let's just say it's not entirely edible either. That being said, I did make some really good salsa and stuffed peppers this week, so we're finding a balance. Now, I did forget to record something last week, and it absolutely counts. I had some podcast yeses, but they're not new guests. They were ones that I recorded from over a year ago. And these were 4 incredible guests. They had powerful, meaningful stories. And life got chaotic, as I've been talking about lately, and editing got really overwhelming. And honestly, the longer I waited, the more embarrassed I got to release it. So I avoided it altogether. But through the encouragement of this challenge, it pushed me into doing the thing that I had been putting off, and I reached out. I asked if I could still release their episodes, and thankfully, all 4 of them said yes. And that hit differently, because that wasn't exactly about rejection. It was about permission I assumed I had already lost, and realizing most of the time we're the ones holding ourselves back. Now, this week's energy, it kind of feels like I'm pulling ahead, kind of. I have more I have more yeses right now than nos, and that feels like a really cool shift. But at the same time, there's still way more things in review and things pending. But I think that's exactly what you should expect at this stage. So everything is just in the realm of possibility right now. A couple things that I am pretty excited for. I entered a watercolor painting into a magazine cover contest for the Keys. I'm super excited about it. I can't reveal the painting just yet, but I will say I think it is one of my best, and it is quintessentially Key West. And it feels like everything I love all in one painting. So what I'm I guess most excited for this one is that if it doesn't win, it's not wasted. It will still absolutely become prints, postcards, maybe a sticker. And I've talked about it before, but I really think this is going to be my hard and fast rule for contests. If I create something for a contest submission, it also has to be something that I can use again, either in a gallery or make prints from or gift it or something. No more one and done effort. Everything gets fed back into the ecosystem. I've also been exploring writing a lot more, and I wrote 2 short stories, which feels like a whole new lane opening up. One of them I can't submit until this week when the submission window opens up. But the bigger realization is this: I might be creating a collection of short stories. And both of them so far are in the psychological thriller genre, so to speak. It's a story genre I'm pretty obsessed with. I love stories that have a twist, like, oh gosh, I'm probably not going to say it right because I can't feel half my face. M. Night Shyamalan. Sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. Gosh, the Bruce Willis one where the little kid is the ghost and you don't see that twist until the end. And if I spoiled the ending of that, Sixth Sense, that's the name of the movie. If I spoil the ending, I'm sorry, not sorry. It's been out for a while. But those are the types of stories that I love, where you don't see it coming and it's just something that you kind of sit with for days after and think of, and makes you want to rewatch it and see if you could figure it out again if you kind of knew. So I might be turning this into something much bigger than I expected, and I'm pretty excited for that. So at this part, the phase that I kind of feel like I'm at, it's the learning how to track everything in the tracker and submit and track. That was kind of tedious at first. Obviously, I'm still getting the hang of it because I forgot some last week, but it is feeling a lot like trying a thing, asking questions, following the curiosity, and not waiting until it's perfect. And like I said before, the accepted or the yes category is pulling slightly ahead this week, which feels like I'm building some momentum. The rejections, still steady. I'm still putting myself out there. And in review, that is the largest category so far, which means seeds are being planted just about everywhere I can be planting them. And honestly, that's exactly where I want to be. Because of this challenge, it isn't just about stacking rejections anymore. It's about building a life where I'm constantly in motion, creating, asking, and sharing without waiting for permission, even if I occasionally get burnt chips. All right, I'm going to wrap this up before the novocain fully wears off and I lose all motivation for the rest of the day. But hey, it is May the 4th and tomorrow is Revenge of the Sith. It is Star Wars Day today and tomorrow, so go enjoy some Star Wars. But when you're done watching your movie, get outside and see what develops. Stay wild, my friends. Wildly Unplugged podcast is a production of Wild Development Studio. The views, opinions, and statements expressed by individuals during Wild Development Studio's productions do not necessarily reflect the views or opinions of Wild Development Studio or its affiliates. Participation in any activities, expeditions, or adventures discussed or promoted during our content may involve inherent risks. It is strongly advised that individuals conduct thorough research, seek professional guidance, and take all necessary precautions before engaging in such activities or venturing into wilderness areas. Wild Development Studio, its representatives, or employees shall not be held responsible for any injury, loss, damage, accident, or unforeseen incident that may occur as a result of participating in activities inspired by or discussed in our content. By choosing to engage with our content or act upon any information provided, individuals do so at their own risk and discretion.
For more great iRaw podcasts, visit irawpod.com. That's IROARPOD.com.